Hi everyone, it's Mike and Becca from My Travel BF. Today we're going to be trying 5 traditional Spanish desserts that are especially popular during Christmas time.
First up, we have Turrón. Turrón is very traditional here. It's actually from Alicante in Valencia. They have Turrón Duro and Turrón Blando, which is this one, which is a hard turrón and a soft turrón. We're gonna try them both. They're super popular during Christmas. It's almonds, egg, honey.
Have you ever had turrón?
I've tried a little bit of the hard one, but I've never tried the soft one.
Okay, I've only had the soft turrón in, if anyone knows the candy bar called Zero. It's like not that popular in the United States, but I've had it and I liked it. So here is the hard turrón.
It's definitely chewy with the honey and the almonds in there.
It's like crunchy also, and you can definitely taste the almonds.
Yeah, if you don't like almonds, it's not for you. I like almonds. I like almonds, honey, and sugar. So it's absolutely delicious. I really like it.
A little hard on your teeth, but it is delicious.
All right, let's go for the soft turrón.
It looks like it's melting a little.
Yeah, looks like it's melting in the package. Here is the soft turrón, you can see. Very different than the hard turrón. It just kind of melts in your mouth.
It almost reminds me of a peanut butter protein bar. And it's very specific, but the consistency and like the texture, that's what pops in my head.
Yeah, you can definitely taste the almonds in it again, but they're not like big, thick, full almonds like in the Turrón Duro, but they're in there, you can taste them. So
and it's very rich tasting too.
Yeah, so if you're not an almond fan, not for you again.
Just stay away.
Just stay away from the Turrón. Okay, next up we have Mazapán, or Marzipan. It's popular in Spain. It's especially popular from Toledo, which is just outside of Madrid. Marzipan has sugar, egg yolk, and as well almonds. And any of it that comes specifically from Toledo has to be made up of at least 50% almonds.
So if you have an almond allergy,
yeah,
Christmas time is not fun.
It's different.
It's almost like a dough. I don't even know. It's not bad.
It's almost like a cookie dough.
It's not
texture.
very sweet.
No, it's not very sweet. But it's not very almondy either.
Yeah.
It must be the egg yolk mixed with the sugar and then the almonds that give it that texture, but it's not super sweet like I always think of sweets being.
Yeah, but it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It's the texture that
throws you off.
Throws me off.
Yeah, I was expecting it to be a little more chewy, I guess, but it kind of just melts in your mouth. But it's good, not bad.
Next up, we have the Mantecado. It's a cookie. There are different types. We have a few here. This is the almond one, the traditional one that we're going to be trying today. They come in other flavors like chocolate and lemon. There's also cinnamon and a bunch of other ones too. But we are gonna stick to the traditional one to try, as we're gonna compare it with our next one as well. A Mantecado is a traditional cookie from Spain that people eat around Christmas time.
This is what the Mantecado looks like. Alright, so we're going to do our best to split this, but it looks like it's just going to fall apart all over the place. Wow.
It's really good. I love it. It has a similar like melt in your mouth feel to it.
Yeah, and it's really delicious.
And you have a little bit of the sugar you could see on top of the cookie. And it just kind of adds that little extra sweetness to it, where the rest just melts in your mouth. And this one's really good. I think it's my favorite so far.
Yeah, me too.
You can typically get Mantecados in Spain around Christmas time, almost at any sweet shop, any bakery, anything. But if you are in Madrid and want to find great Mantecados any time of the year, you can stop by the Monasterio de Corpus Christi, where cloistered nuns sell these cookies, and they have Mantecados de Yema and Mantecados de Jerez. We tried the Yema kind, and they're delicious. So make sure to check that out when you're in Madrid next.
The next one we're going to try is something called Polvorones. These are another type of cookie made with almonds. They come in other flavors. Yeah, almonds again, you guessed it. They come in other flavors just like the Mantecados. So we have here chocolate.
We are gonna try the almond one, just to compare it to the Mantecados, so they're the same traditional flavor. These are made with milk, flour, sugar, and almonds. So I can already tell this is flaky. These are just, when we bought this at the local shop, they're just all kind of stacked up in a bin and you pay by the weight of them you buy. So this one happened to be at the bottom of the bin, or it got crushed on the way home. But as you can see, there are more full chunks of onions in this, or there are more full chunks of almonds in this, thankfully not onions, than the Mantecado. I can see that right away. So let's give it a go.
All right.
I think you can definitely taste the almonds in this. Obviously they're bigger pieces, more than the Mantecado. It's a little bit more crumbly or flaky than the Mantecado, and it's not as dense. It's a little bit lighter.
Okay, I like how the Mantecados have the crushed up almonds or smaller pieces, but I like the cookie part of the Polvorón better. I don't know, like the dough, I guess.
I like them both. I'd say these two are definitely my favorite so far compared to the Turrón and Mazapán. But I think I actually prefer the Polvorones overall.
And what's the difference between the ingredients in the Polvorón versus a Mantecado?
They both have very similar ingredients, except the Mantecado often has pig lard in it. But they often have vegetarian options with olive oil or other additives in it, so it doesn't have that pig lard in it. But that's probably why it's a little bit more dense and filling that way. All right, for our final traditional Spanish dessert for Christmas, we have the Roscón de Reyes. Spaniards eat it on Dia de los Reyes, which is January 6th, when the three kings or the three wise men came to see baby Jesus, and they traditionally bring Spanish children their Christmas gifts. Spaniards celebrate that in addition to Christmas Day. Originally, Santa Claus wasn't as big of a celebration here. That's why the three kings bring the gifts instead of Santa Claus, like in the United States. Now, because Spaniards celebrate with family, typically you can buy the Roscón de Reyes in a big circular cake that's supposed to symbolize the crown of the three kings. But we found this at a local bakery. It's an individual sized one, which is easier for us to do because with just two people, we don't want to eat an entire cake. Inside the traditional roscón, there are two things that are interesting. One is there's a little bean hidden inside, and when they cut the cake, if you get that bean in your piece, you have to pay for the entire cake. The second one is that there's a figurine hidden inside, which could be a three wise men, a little baby Jesus, and if you get that piece, it's tradition that it's supposed to bring you good luck for the rest of the year.
For those of you that are watching from our home of Wisconsin, this reminds me of a cream puff that you can get at the state fair. And this is really good. It reminds me of almost a like pan dulce with like a whipped cream. But it has like, I don't know what the flavor is.
The flavor is difficult, and I don't know what necessarily gives it that flavor. I know traditionally they're supposed to have these small dried fruits or candied fruits on top.
Maybe there's like a licorice-y taste or the dried fruit, like as a fruitcake-ish type thing.
It is a fruitcake-ish. That's the perfect example. It's a fruitcake-ish type flavor, which isn't bad, even though fruitcake generally isn't something I like.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, it's unique to it, but I still really like it, and I like all of these. None of them are overly sweet or overly sugary.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I think my favorite would probably be the Polvorón.
My favorite was the Polvorón as well. Second being the Mantecado.
Yeah, second Mantecado. And I know I've had other Mantecados that I like even more than the almond one that we just had. So maybe in general it's Mantecados for me, but definitely the two cookies over anything else we've had here.
Yeah, those would definitely be two things that I'll have to watch out for around Christmas time in Spain, because otherwise I will eat a ton of them, especially knowing they come in different flavors. So That's it for the 5 traditional Spanish Christmas desserts. When you're in Spain around Christmas time, make sure you try them out. Try all 5 of them. See which one you like the best. Let us know in the comments if you've tried any and maybe if we're missing any. So maybe we can try them out before Christmas. And thanks for tuning in. Make sure to check out our other videos about life in Spain and what it's like living here as an American. Bye.
Bye.